Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a lot to cover that I couldn't fit in the title, and we'll be running through it in a few minutes, so sit tight. If you're here for the first time, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, and find me on social media at ETLifestyle_web. So we'll be starting with a few latest milestones for Eminem, and it's important to keep an eye on this as it connects to the next topic. And on this platform, Eminem has now surpassed 44 million subscribers and remains the most followed hip-hop artist on the platform. Furthermore, the classic song Mockingbird has now surpassed 500 million views, and sources now estimate Eminem's Music to Be Murdered By to have equivalent sales of over 2.5 million worldwide, with over 920,000 from the United States alone, according to Hits Daily Double. And if you followed the Nas vs Doja Cat drama I covered on this channel last week, where Nas stated on Ultra Black, unapologetically black, the opposite of Doja Cat, Nas has clarified that he was just rhyming and meant no disrespect to Doja Cat.
I just really was saying a rhyme that rhymed with.
You said what?
And I know this is common in hip-hop as name dropping is not always meant as a diss, but just a few hours ago, Doja Cat said this on Instagram.
The song that I have coming out is called Nas, but only if you abbreviate it. It's 3 words. Abbreviate. Which is funny. It's kind of nice.
For those who miss her point, she says the new single is Nas abbreviated, which should translate to Brothers Ain't Nothing or Nas Ain't Nothing, if you get my drift. And the user reacted to this stating, he makes a bar and she makes a song. You saw how this ended for MGK. And depending on how this turns out, someone may be able to push Nas to the point where he responds, that's if she's not joking around, and I'll be here to cover the drama if it gets interesting. By the way, Nas's latest album has been getting good reviews across the board, but what do you think? Join the discussion later in the comments section. Next up today is about rumors that suggest that Eminem is working on the second album, dropping in 2020, and I first got word of this from Twitter after a user stated, "A few weeks ago, I saw some interesting posts from some people on different forums claiming that Eminem works hard to release a new album before 2020 ends. I didn't pay much attention because it was a rumor. Now Hits Daily Double hinting at these new releases got me thinking, and I'll drop some history on Hits Daily Double and rumors in a bit. The latest from the rumor mill states, Drake is on the way. When can we expect long-delayed superstar releases from the likes of Adele, Rihanna, Sam Smith, and Ed Sheeran, among others? Will Beyonce drop a new single set to tee up a 2021 tour? Or is the climate still too iffy? Will Kendrick Lamar, Travis Scott, Eminem, and /O Donald Glover reframe the conversation with incendiary new releases? And based on how it's written, those of you that followed this channel before the release of Music to Be Murdered By will get flashbacks to when Hits Daily Double hinted at Eminem dropping towards the end of last year, and they look to miss the mark by a month since Eminem dropped in January instead of December. Last year, they stated, talk of a surprise drop by a superstar rapper for 20th December is making the rounds, and they ended it with, insiders say the chances of making the date are slim to none. Many fans believe this was talk about Eminem based on other rumors circulating at that time, and exactly 4 weeks later from the proposed date, Eminem released his latest album, the first surprise album by a superstar rapper after the rumor was published, I believe. Fans have reacted as usual, and the user states, Eminem is pushing 50, 3 decades into his career, and it's rumored he has a second album coming out this year. He really doesn't care about people that say they don't want it. He loves making music, and his fans are blessed to get so much music from their fave. That's all that matters. Earlier in the video, I revealed some new milestones for Eminem and added that it connects because you'd have to be a hater at this point to think Eminem's actual fans don't want new music from him, saying that his latest album is estimated to have topped 2.5 million worldwide in less than a year, with extremely limited exposure and pretty much no promotion. So perhaps Eminem was testing the waters to measure demand for his music without promo, and we see that there's plenty. Another user adds, I personally don't get people that are saying we don't need a new album. I'd love for M to drop albums as frequent as Griselda.
Whoa there, cowboy.
And before you get too excited, a user urges fans to be cautious, stay in. I just read the article, and please everyone, do not get your hopes up. I wouldn't even call it a hint, to be honest. As much as I'd love new Eminem material, it just seemed like they had Eminem's name there for an example. we could get a music to be murdered by Deluxe, but the odds are extremely slim. The user says extremely slim, and the last time Hits Daily Double dropped a rumor linked to Eminem, they said slim to none, and they were right on the money that indeed a superstar rapper was doing a surprise drop 4 weeks off the proposed date like they said. So perhaps, if not in 2020, early next year, something could happen. Next up today is about Royce the 5'9" calling out Vlad for preying on the culture while briefly touching on Vlad's take on Eminem.
DJ Vlad, you understand the value of your platform, you understand the value of the culture to your platform. And I think you also, I know, you also understand where it is that you sit in the culture, with your platform. You yourself have, you've gone out of your way on your platform to let everybody know that my good friend, Marshall, is a guest here. And you even use yourself as an example. You said you're proud to call yourself a guest. I think you need to understand that as, I guess I won't say a friend, but as an associate of yours, when you misquoted Minister Farrakhan, that is highly offensive to me. Minister Farrakhan is a very regal, deep, intellectual, cerebral, great man. My respect, love, and admiration for him will never waver, not in any room with any person, ever.
So what are your thoughts on these topics? Like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you on the next one.